Welcome everybody, how's it going? So before kicking off with this video, it will be spoiler free, so if you're not caught up on the Trails series yet, don't worry about it. So very recently, about 2 days ago in fact, RPG Site had an interview with the president of Nihon Falcom, Toshiro Kondo. Now this article is an interesting read, but there's one part in particular I want to focus on. It's when Kondo is talking about the ending of the Trails series. Oh, here we go, found it. So when talking about the ending of the Trails series, Kondo states bluntly, if we ruin the ending, then it may as well become the worst series in the world. There's no coming back from that. Now when I first read this, I was like, oh, that's really good. At the bare minimum, they understand this, or Falcom understands this, that they can't afford to screw up the ending for this series. It would be catastrophic damage to the series' reputation if they screw up the ending. Many fans of Trails, including myself, spent hundreds of hours in this series, and also a lot of money too. So if the ending isn't satisfying, oh, the amount of disappointment and potential anger would be immense. Like, if you think of all the drama and outrage in the past, it would all be tame in comparison if the ending of Trails is terrible. It doesn't matter how many, oh, it's all about the journey, not the destination, copium remarks that might happen. Trails' reputation would be tarnished massively. Now, for me personally, I'm someone who really enjoys the gameplay of the series, so while I would be disappointed, I probably wouldn't be angry, as I'm someone who thinks that from Sky FC all the way up to Reverie, that's one of the best turn-based battle systems I've ever experienced. And when it comes to the hybrid battle system from Daybreak and onwards, I think it's awesome. So I'm a huge gameplay fan for Trails, not just the story. But many fans of the Trails series are not playing Trails for the gameplay. At best, they view the gameplay as a fun little addition. At worst, they view the gameplay as a hindrance. Most people are in this shit for the story. So if it's known to potential newcomers that the ending isn't worth it, that would be like a thwomp from Mario falling down from the sky and becoming a roadblock for the series. Now, even though I am a massive fan of Falcom and I love their games, if the ending to Trails was terrible, I would struggle to recommend it to people. And, you know, even though I know this would harm Falcom's reputation, it would harm the series' reputation, I still wouldn't want to lie to people and have them potentially waste a lot of time and be angry at me, you know? And I think the vast majority of fans of the series would do the same thing as me when recommending the series to people. And I think Falcom understands this, that they really have to take the ending seriously for the series because they're now intending for their games to be released at a slower pace moving forward. So that means they're going to be hopefully spending a lot more time planning things out and being more careful in the future. So hopefully this means we won't have the disaster that was Daybreak 2 again for the series' future. So yeah, the pressure is on. Falcom are feeling it now as they move onwards to the conclusion of the series. Now, you know, pressure can be a double-edged sword. You know, they might become too pressured and start making mistakes, but I would much rather them take this very seriously and have this pressure on them. Now, when it comes to Kondo's interviews about the series ending really soon, I wouldn't take his percentages very seriously. I imagine there's at least 5 to 7 games left in the series, so it'll still take a while till we get there. So yeah, that's my thoughts on this interview, seeing this part. Let me know what you think, if you agree, disagree, whatever it may be. So normally this is the part of the video where I say, if you enjoyed this video, check out my other uploads, and absolutely still do that, but I wanted to clear something up. So for the past few months now, my content has been less and less about Falcom. Now that's not because I've started disliking Falcom or anything like that. No, it's just more so I've ran out of stuff to talk about with them. I feel like the only way I could have been strictly Falcom or mostly Falcom related is if I would have shifted to being like a weekly news channel or even a daily news channel about the company, and I just didn't want to do that. And so I started focusing more on JRPGs in general, not only for my videos, but also for my streams. Like, I'm playing all sorts of different JRPGs these days. Now, that doesn't mean I'm done with Falcom content, not at all. Whenever I come up with ideas for Falcom, absolutely I'll go and make videos about it. Like, for example, this video here is about Zwei 1. This video here is about Thoughtful Mail. I even did like a tier list ranking style video for the East series. And it's not an ordinary tier list video. I added my own flavor to it, so if you haven't seen that yet and you're into East, yeah, you might be in for something special on that one. Other than that, I do stream very frequently on this channel. So if you see me live, don't be shy. Come on down and say hi. Other than all that, just the classic is in order. If you've made it this far, thanks for watching. I'll see you around. Have a good one. Peace.